Today we flipped the calendars over to December, and that automatically put me in the festive spirit. And that spirit made me want to listen to some music, because Spotify says I listen to 135,000 minutes worth of music, so you know I'm searching it out. And I'm not looking for Christmas standards out here, okay? I'm not looking for cover songs. I'm not looking for Jingle Bells and Little Drummer Boys, okay? Today is gonna be all about punk rock Christmas tunes, and not ones that you would find on like Punk Goes Christmas or whatever. Today I'm gonna bring you the very best and the very worst of punk rock original music. We got Green Day, we got Blink-182, we got the Ramones, and we're gonna get into it all today. Hey ladies, how's it going? Dan Frampton here. Before we dive into it, how about you like, comment, and subscribe before we get rolling? The first track that I want to talk about on this list is the very worst track. Now I do want to make it clear, this isn't like a top 10 list. We're not going in order from worst to best, but we are going to start with the worst because I think that's just the best way to start a list like this. So what do I think is the worst absolute pile of trash punk rock Christmas song? And that's this thing over here that only came out a couple years ago, well maybe 6 years ago to be more specific about it, I guess. And that's Christmas Time of Year by Green Day. Happy holidays, they say, but that is not what I'm hearing here. What I'm hearing here is a lame attempt at like a 50s rock song for some reason. Billy Joe Armstrong, what are you doing? This is not catchy. This is not fun. This is like some sort of lame ass fucking thing that's not going to be remembered by anyone. And not even to mention the guitar solo that's in the middle of this thing. This guitar solo is the wankiest wank fest that sucks the ass out of asses. Not only does all of that suck, Billy's vocals suck on top of it. And not only do they suck, they're buried muddily in this shitty ass mix. Okay, I'm getting heated already. I gotta chill out a little bit, and I gotta talk about some nostalgia. Now this next song came at a really formative year of my growing up. This came out in the year 2000, and we're talking about I Won't Be Home for Christmas. This is the most memorable pop punk Christmas song, at least in this brain. It's super catchy. You got like this Enema of the State era Blink-182 just ripping it up on this track. And I was afraid it wasn't gonna hold up, but you know what? This stuff holds up and is so much better than that Green Day thing. But then a couple years go by and they do it again and they knock it out of the park on Happy Holidays, you bastard. That came off Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. This song is so fast. It is so short and so great. It's everything you want in a Blink-182 song, and it's 47 seconds long. So the early 2000s were looking really good for Blink-182. They were Christmas superstars. There was no punk band on earth that was gonna write a better Christmas song than Blink-182. But you know what? Years and years go by, maybe even a couple decades, and then they put out this thing, Not Another Christmas Song, and it's awful. It is not memorable. It is not catchy. It is absolutely nothing. It is lifeless. It is soulless. It's boring and it just sucks. Their Christmas streak is over and completely tarnishes their Christmas legacy. Now, Blink-182 can't be remembered as a great Christmas punk band because this pissed all over that legacy. Now that's just no longer a thing. Now these one-hit wonder Christmas song punk bands are going to be the ones that are the best ones. And we're gonna get into those ones a bit later. And by a bit later, I mean like immediately. Fear, Fuck Christmas, what a track. And I'm gonna call these next couple tracks the anti-Christmas songs, because these songs are all about hating Christmas. And just like that 47-second banger that Blink-182 put out, this one is 46 seconds. It starts off nice and slow and hopeful. Everybody's having a great time. And 35 seconds in, he's like, oh, I'm not having a great time. Fuck Christmas. And then he says, fuck Christmas a whole bunch of times about as aggressively as you could possibly sing it. And this song over here, Fuck Christmas, reminds me of a song that I want to share with you guys. I don't think you guys know it because this thing has no views and it's kind of like a local artist. But if you search Christmas Sucks Paul Cargnello, you're gonna be greeted with this track over here 11 years ago. Not even 1,000 views on this thing. And what you're gonna do after this video is you're gonna head over there to Christmas Sucks and pop that a listen. It's not exactly the most punk rock sounding tune. It's a little bit kind of just regular rock, if I'm being honest with you, but it's wonderful. And now we're going to go to one of the first and most essential punk rock bands, and that's the Ramones. Yes, the Ramones put out a Christmas song, and I'm sad to say that this thing is slow, tedious, boring, uninspired, corny, and actually kind of corporate while it's at it. It's just like this boring ass fucking song. It's called Merry Christmas, I Don't Wanna Fight Tonight. There's no edge to it at all. This is nothing. This is absolutely wallpaper. I don't wanna fight tonight? What are you talking about, Joey Ramone? I wanna fight you. I mean, it kinda sounds like a Ramone song, but played at 0.25 speed. And if you take a look at this picture over here, you got Joey Ramone singing into a microphone that isn't even plugged in. I know that this is a music video and it doesn't really matter if it's plugged in, but you want to give that illusion at least, you know? Not a fan, everything about this sucks. I can't play you the video, but I can show you a couple stills to illustrate my point. Look at this. This is just a couple fighting on Christmas. How normie can you get? This is as basic and as plain as you can possibly be. So then you get this boring ass little scene. I don't want to fight, we're doing this little thing. Oh my God, you're supposed to do this and now we're doing this other thing and I don't have any friends and you don't have any friends and blah, 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 blah. And now I'm gonna punch you in the face. Wait, are we kissing? No, we're laughing now. We're having a good time. This is all so wonderful. I don't want to fight tonight. A gabagool. So from New York all the way to California and spanning a couple decades, we are gonna go over and visit our friends, our good pals, Fat Mike, Melvin, Hefe, and Smelly in the gang. We're talking about NOFX and their Christmas song that came out 9 years ago called Xmas Has Been X'd. Now this is kind of an anti-Christmas song, but it's just a NOFX song. You know, it's kind of funny, it's faux political. It tries to make a bunch of points, but also not take itself too seriously. You know, you've heard NOFX before. This will not be on my Christmas playlist, and if you're creating a Christmas playlist, you can skip this one too. Take that as a tip, but we're about to talk about my favorite punk rock original tune. We're about to talk about something that will never be beaten. Even the cover of this song is one of the best Christmas songs to ever exist. And when I say this is one of the best Christmas songs, I don't just mean one of the best punk rock original tunes. I mean one of the best Christmas songs in general. Put this up against any Mariah Carey thing any day. And we're talking about the Vandals. We're talking about Oi to the World. This song just rules so hard. It is the most badass song with the greatest lyrics that ever existed. It's so chunky, the vocals are so wonderful, and that chorus. Oh my God, that fucking chorus. God damn, this thing is amazing. If for whatever reason you haven't heard Oi to the World, you're gonna go out and you're gonna listen to this too. This is essential listening. But you know, I'm a kid of the 90s, so you know that I knew this version first, the No Doubt version. You got Gwen Stefani over here, belly dancing on top of an elephant. Oi to the World is a great little ska number. This version has as much bite and energy as the original and puts a completely new spin on it. Do you have a favorite punk rock Christmas tune? Comment down below. And until my next upload, you can watch another upload.